Home game of this stand here at Safeco Field on this Sunday afternoon as we look in from Lower Beacon Hill. And today the Mariners try to get back on track. They've lost 3 in a row, but they're having a great month as we close out August here in 2014. It's Boeing Salute the Kids Day here at Safeco Field. Getting that selfie with Robinson Cano. Get it straight, kid. I like it. We go back to school tomorrow. What did you do yesterday? I hung out with Robinson Cano. Glad you could join us here for Mariner Baseball. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, and the Root Sports crew. This is what it's come to here at Major League Baseball. I like it, though. Take a look at the starting lineup for the Nats for this afternoon.
For manager Matt Williams leading off, it'll be Denard Span. Then it's Rendon, a home run in this series. Jason Worth, the DH today, hitting third. The series, 2 for 7. Both of them home runs. Home run in the first game and the second. Then it's LaRoche, Desmond, and Harper, Ramos, Cabrera, and Scherholz rounding out the 9 for the Nationals. For Iwakuma on the year, having a good year, 2.83 ERA for him. Only 13 walks and 149 1/3. That's been a big story this year. Looking for his 13th win on the season. 121 strikeouts. Opponents hitting .237 against Iwakuma.
Iwakuma comes in 6th in the American League in ERA. Trying to get back to where he was earlier in the month. He won 3 consecutive games before I guess an off-the-rail performance at Boston last time out. First pitch to Denard Span is ball 1. Jim Joyce, 26 years as a Major League umpire, 3 All-Star games, 3 World Series, and 4 league championships. He's working with Doug Eddings, Marvin Hudson, and Corey Blaze. Denard Span, tough customer, leadoff man for these Washington Nationals. 2 for 5 in the opener, 0 for 4 yesterday. But he's bringing in a very solid year. 1st in multi-hit games, 7th in runs, 4th in doubles, 3rd in hits.
Well, 27 stolen bases. Only been caught 5 times, so you want to keep him off of the bases. For Iwakuma, his fastball will be anywhere from 85 to 91 miles an hour. He changes speeds on his fastball, tries to sink it a little bit more at times. Of course, the great split. Will use his slider to the right-handers and try to steal a strike every now and then with a curveball.
Here's the 2-1. Speed pitch in there for strike 2. Nationals have taken the first 2 ball games in this series, taking the series 8-3 and 3-1. They're 19-9 in the month of August, best record in the National League. Here comes the 2-2. Center field for Austin Jackson, and he retires to Washington center fielder, 1 away.
Routine play for Jackson in center. Ackley in left field. Andy Chavez getting the start in right. Kyle Seager at third. Brad Miller will play shortstop. Cano and Morales. Morales normally the DH, but he is at first today. And Mike Zunino had last night off. Back behind the plate this afternoon.
Good look in from left field foul pole as we come to above the A at Safeco Field. Anthony Rendon, good looking third baseman. Fine day here, very comfortable. 67 degrees, wind hardly a factor at all. 1 mile an hour. Give you an idea what kind of year Rendon's having. 1st in runs, 6th in doubles, 4th in extra base hits, and 5th in RBIs.
You can see from the numbers, having a good series. 5 for 8 in the series, including a home run. Looking at the numbers, and you mentioned the Mariners having a good month of August. With a win today, they will end up with 17 wins in the month of August. That will get them 73 wins on the year. They may have to repeat that in September if they want to get in, Dave.
Oh, I think you can take
17 wins will get them to 90, and I think that'll be good enough. But they'll have to go 17 and 10 in the month of September. Certainly capable. But I think it'll have to be another good month for them.
Absolutely buy that. Got to get 90. No question. With only 9 games at home. Thank goodness this is a team that's
played well on the road.
Yep, 11 over 500 on the road. So there's nothing they're going to be freaking out about in terms of playing on the road with that face.
Right. I think the biggest thing for me too is the pitching has been so good. They finally have Paxton back in the rotation, and then you look over the last week and a half, 2 weeks, the starters have struggled a little bit, and I think you always run into that bump in the road, and hopefully that's it for them, and they can get things turned around. Elias with a good outing yesterday hopefully get the starters back on the right track for the month of September and this run that they're going to be on.
Elias, that was very encouraging yesterday.
Yeah, I thought so. I thought he threw the ball well.
2-2. Swing and a miss. Rendon gone, 2 down.
A couple of earned runs against this lineup for Elias yesterday over 6 innings. You'll take that. Iwakuma, he looks like he's on his game. 88 miles an hour. We've seen it so many times. Able to throw 88 right by some good hitters. And again, I think it's because of the change of speeds for him. They always have that split in the back of their mind, and with 2 strikes, he can't believe he missed it. But he'll see that quite a bit this afternoon.
We've seen that expression all year. This man competes too, so you know. He's wound up coming into this game. He only went 2 1/3 against Boston in his last time out. There's Jason Worth. Looks at a strike.
Good running fastball at 87 miles an hour. Worth has done his share of the damage in this series. He's homered in both games. Had the 2-run homer in the first inning yesterday, and that proved to be the difference in the ball game.
One on one. They're just playing straight up. 1-1 to Worth. First time seeing this series, first time seeing Worth in person for a tall guy. It's interesting, he's got that nice short stroke. A lot of times you see taller guys like that, a little longer swing.
Well, the thing that he likes is he likes the ball down. We talk about it with left-handed hitters. It's a little bit rare for right-handed hitters that like the ball down, and he certainly does. And again, he creates all that leverage because he's such a tall man. I wouldn't be surprised if Iwakuma, if he can get ahead of him, pitch more in the upper part of the zone. And he's being careful with him here in the first.
Given what we've seen the last 2 nights, understandable. Worth at 6'5", 242. On deck is Adam LaRoche.
And there it is. Good fastball, 89 miles an hour at the top of the strike zone. A little bit tougher for Jason Worth to get to it as you see him swing through this. 3-1 count. He's ready for the fastball, but just late. Again, he has to work harder to get to that high fastball. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes a little bit higher with one right here, or maybe comes back with a split in the dirt to try to get him to chase it.
2 outs and a 3-2 pitch. Hit hard into the gap. Chavez, here's a chance. And a head-first dive by Worth for his 31st double of the season.
Try to go to the top of the strike zone. What we were talking about, didn't quite get it there. It's about belt high. He drives it into the gap in right center field. Worth, for a big man, runs well. Andy Chavez doing a good job of cutting the ball off. He goes diving into second base.
Couldn't see it, but he had a good idea.
It's one way to protect the eyes.
That's the truth. There's Adam LaRoche, their first baseman. First double for Worth. LaRoche 1 for 4 in last night's game and 0 for 4 in the open. LaRoche, good glove man at first. It's a 1-0. Kuma being careful with their cleanup, man. LaRoche began his big league career early in his career, twice drafted as a pitcher by the Marlins. Baseball families. Brother Andy played together in Pittsburgh in 08. Of course, his dad Dave, 2-time All-Star, lefty, pitched for 14 years in base. Good one. Two out and Worth at second here in the first inning in Seattle. 2-1 pitch from Iwakuma. Bouncing Baltimore. They make that Cano as Morales made a move for it. Kuma has been very diligent and quite outstanding covering first base this year. Nothing across as Worth stranded at second. Mariners coming to bat. Part of pregame festivities. We try to have involve the fans, and this gentleman was asked to make a catch to win a prize with a shopping basket, and this is what resulted. Yikes. Clean up in aisle 5. Clean up in aisle 5. Take a look at the Mariner batting order for this afternoon.
I like the effort. Today's starting lineup is brought to you by Chevron. Leading off, it'll be Austin Jackson. Then it's Dustin Ackley having a good series. Cano Morales at first base, normally the DH, but at first. You can see what he's done in the National League East. 286 hitter with a home run and 3 RBIs. And it's Kyle Seager. DeNorfia, the DH today. We haven't seen him in a few days. A little bit of a neck problem, but back in the lineup hitting 6th. Then it's Chavez, Zunino, and Brad Miller getting the start at shortstop, and he will round out the 9. For Roark this year, a 2.81 ERA, looking for his 13th win. 120 strikeouts, only 37 walks. He has pitched well for the Nationals. Opponents hitting .232. His fastball will be in the low 90s. Mix in a slider and a curveball. And typically when he's on his game, you'll see a lot of ground ball outs. Good sinker, a lot of movement to his fastball. Try to run it in on the right-handers.
Couple of singles, couple of bloop shots last night for Austin Jackson, 2 for 4. Both of them have landed almost the identical, same spot in right center field. Also had a stolen base. Got his hitting streak up to 10 games.
They call those attitude base hits.
Up on the board.
Yeah, you feel like maybe you didn't swing the bat particularly well, but you end up with a couple of hits, and you will take it. There's a look at the 10-game hitting streak. 279 average. Couple of RBIs and a triple.
Right, 3 call.
Take a look at Roark and the pitch usage for him. You can see the fastball 65%, right around 90, 91 miles an hour. Opponents hitting 241. Then you have the curveball, slider, and changeup. He'll mix them all in. Quality pitches for him. Slider gets hit a little bit more, 254 average against his slider.
Roark 6'2", 228, 27 years old, out of Wilmington, Illinois. What a great high school career he had. A couple of state baseball championships, first team All-State, lettered 3 sports, football, baseball, basketball, All-State quarterback as a junior. Big-time athlete. How about Dustin Ackley last night? Got everybody excited. 8th inning home run. Got the Mariners on the board. Then the Mariners threatened in the 9th. Left 2 on. Washington wins at 3-1.
Well, he's really been swinging the bat well, and last night hit his 10th home run on the year. Second time he's reached double digits in his career. Average continues to go up for him. Having a good series. 3 for 9 with that home run.
2-2. Lefty's hitting .227 with 9 home runs against Roark. He's the 9th in ERA in the league, the National League. Shortstop Desmond giving way to the left fielder Harper.
And look at the rest of the defense. Span in center field. Shearholt's getting the start in right field. On the infield, Rendon at third. Desmond and Cabrera playing up the middle of Roche. Good fielding first baseman. And then Wilson Ramos will do the catching. Walt Ramos, the DH last night, back behind the plate this afternoon.
This sky described earlier by a confident as a Homer Simpson sky. Homer Simpson clouds. There's Cano. Looks at ball one. Robbie 0 for 4 last night. Had his 4-game hitting streak stopped. Starting today, tied with Adrian Beltre for 4th in the American League in hitting.
Something we've seen the Nationals do in the series, pitch him away.
Strasburg last night. 7 2/3, no walks, 8 Ks.
97, able to hit the corners with 97 miles an hour. Had a great changeup last night.
Check 2-2.
Almost offered at that pitch, even though it was off the plate away. And again, it's the late movement of Roark and his fastball. Looks like it's going to be on the outside corner. Runs off the corner.
Hit well left field. Going back Harper. He's got plenty of room. And the Mariners are going 1-2-3 in the first. A 14-pitch inning for Tanner Roark. Second inning coming up as the sun breaks through here at Safeco Field. In Seattle as we get ready for the second inning. Right now we check out our CenturyLink link to what's next. The Oakland Athletics, who obtained Adam Dunn overnight since we were last with you from Chicago. Chris Young, Jason Hamill, first game. Paxton and Gray, Hernandez and Lester. Those are some 3 good-looking pitching matchups and critically important games for the Mariners as they head into September. Remember in 07, our first year together, the Mariners were competing. Remember, got into Labor Day time and were right there for a wild card. Was it Felix won a game in New York, then lost the next 2, and it went down from here. Hopefully this year will be a reverse of that. Today will be a launching point to get the guys going again and get back and secure a playoff spot. Because right now, starting today, the Mariners on the outside looking in, a game and a half behind Detroit KC.
Well, I think it's interesting the way the schedule goes sometimes, but I think for the Mariners, you look at this series, really good pitching staff for the Nationals. The A's can always pitch, so they go back and forth with that offensively, but they need to get their pitching back in shape. And I think, again, Elias last night, I thought he was good. Iwakuma hopefully has a good outing. And then what you're talking about, they can avoid what happened to him in the past and keep moving forward because they're going to lean on their pitching.
2 here to Ian Desmond. What do you think of Adam Dunn to the Athletics the last, 14 hours?
Well, maybe they're missing Cespedes a little bit. I think just a little bit. Trying to get some power back in that lineup.
All 2 strikes. A lot off it. Good to see Lloyd McClendon back in the 1 seat down there, Mariner dugout. Away the last couple of days. Daughter got married back in Indiana. Trent Jewett, great hand man, ran the show last couple of days. Rich Donnelly, Andy Van Slyke, Chris Woodward, good coaching staff. Swing and a miss. Good pitch by Kuma. Second strikeout.
Good slider from Iwakuma. That's the pitch I was talking about against the right-handed hitters, and the Nationals have some good ones. Throw the slider a little bit more off the plate. Well located. Right out the outside corner to get him to chase it.
Good hitter in Ian Desmond, 22 home runs. Here's Bryce Harper. Harper 0 for 3 last night, but in the opener he went 3 for 4, including a home run in the 8th inning in a Friday night 8-3 win by Washington. That is crushed. How far is it going to go? My goodness. He hung one and paid for it. 1-0 Washington. Wow. Harper's 9th home run.
And for the Nationals, that's their 8th home run of the series. And they've been hitting him early in the ball game too to get these early leads. It's cost the Mariners. Take a look at this pitch. It looks like a curveball. Didn't do much. Just a spinner up in the middle of the strike zone.
He unleashed.
Off the glass of the Hit It Here Cafe.
So an early lead again for Washington. Here's Wilson Ramos, the catcher. DH'd in last night's game, went 0 for 4. In the opener went 2 for 4. Homered twice. Nationals come in 5th leading home run hitting team in the National League. .418 feet on that home run by Bryce Harper. 10th home run given up by Kuma to left-handed hitters. 14th overall. 1-2.
Couple of good sliders. He can get out in front of Ramos. 1-2 count.
Back to the slider. 2-2. 1 out. Second hit by the Nationals. Double by Worth in the first inning, and now the home run by Harper here in the second. Out back. Two and 2 count to Wilson Ramos. 1 out, a run in. Asdrubal Cabrera on deck. Ground ball short. Brad Miller start today. 2 outs. almost hit the Hit It Here Cafe logo. Let me make a correction too. That's the 8th home run given up by Kuma to lefties and 15th overall. Nothing cheap about it. Two outs, and it brings up Asdrubal Cabrera. We've seen plenty. Sashi Iwakuma during his days with Cleveland. He's 1 for 10 against Sashi. Switch hitter. Iwakuma pitching to the 2-time All-Star. Cleveland in 11 and 12. Said he doesn't mind the transition to second base. Very comfortable. Really good athlete. You've seen him make some highlight plays over the years. A lot of highlight plays. One-time Mariner, very early in his career. 2-1.
Early on, it looks as if Iwakuma has good command of his fastball. He's had an excellent slider to the right-handed hitters, but still trying to get a feel for his split.
Two.
Well located fastball again, right on the outside corner and down. I think he tried to just steal a strike with that curveball to Harper early in the count, and again it didn't do much, just kind of spinning, and he elevated it for him as he hit it off the glass.
2-2 pitch, fouled off. Another good crowd here at Safeco Field. Boeing Salute the Kids Day. 32,894 last night. Friday night fireworks night here. 35,616. A lot of Nationals fans. I've seen a lot more than I would have anticipated. Pre-game warm-ups. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Strike 3 call. Gets Cabrera looking. Damage in that inning by Bryce Harper. 9th home run, is 27th RBI, and a 1-0 Nationals lead. Nationals, they are on the board with a home run in each of these 3 games. Bryce Harper today, 1-0 lead. And right now, it is time for you to tweet your photos using the hashtag MarinersFanPhoto. Chance to have it shown later on in this game. Brought to you by AT&T. Mariners taking off for Oakland and Texas after this ball game. Here's Kendrys Morales to lead off the home second, followed by Kyle Seager and Chris DeNorfie. Kendrys at first base today. Logan Morrison getting the day off. 3 for 8 on the series. Had 2 hits in Friday night's ball game. RBI single to right and a base hit to center. 1-1. That will get out of the reach of the shortstop, Ian Desmond. Base hit, Kendrys Morales.
Talking about Morales, and he's swinging the bat much better from the right side of the plate. But things starting to heat up a little bit from the left side as he picks up a base hit. Looks like it was a running fastball, maybe a changeup. Running away from him, he hits it towards the end of the bat. Trying to stay behind it right off the end, but he'll pick up a base hit, lose a bat. Well, he broke his bat hitting it off the end, but a good start for the Mariners here in the second. Lead-off base hit.
Kyle Seager, the home run and RBI leader for the Mariners. 1 for 4 last night. And a 9th inning base hit as the Mariners threatened. Could not tie up the ball game. Strike 1. Left field, Harper has a beat on it. 1 out. Here's up Chris DeNorfie. Good to have him back after missing a few games, a few days with a stiff neck. It's Tanner Roark is 1 on 1 out here in the second inning. Here's Chris. DeNorfie, having played in San Diego, previously seen Roark. He's 1 for 4 against him. Strike 1. If you're a baseball fan, I don't even have to tell you who the umpire is.
He barks it out, doesn't he?
Jim Joyce. We'll have to put together, through the magic of digital audio and video, how about a Jim Joyce strike call bellowing out and a Tom Hallion chainsaw punch out? Yeah! That would be. Morales runs. Swung on down the line. Sherholtz can't get it. 1-2. And then just a little dash of a Leslie Nielsen split from the Naked Gun stuff. That would be a call. So you youngsters out there,
start working on it. Well, Lloyd McClendon missed the last couple of days and putting a hit and run on with Morales at first.
I like it.
Trying to get something going. Jumpstart the offense if he can. Lloyd, good to have him back.
You got here right before game time. Look forward to talking to him on the plane about the wedding. And, oh, Skip, how big was that check you had to write, babe?
Better ask him in a hurry. I have a feeling that he will be crashed out in his seat quickly.
Oh, believe me.
It's a quick turnaround.
It was quick turnaround. Get over to Chicago and fly here to Seattle. And fouled into the glove of Ramos. Strikeout number 2 for Roark. 2 outs here in the second as the Mariners hunt for the postseason continues. Now's the time for you to get on board by putting a deposit down on 2015 season tickets. You're not only going to get a great seat location for next year, but you'll receive priority for 2014 postseason tickets. Join the Mariners lineup as a season ticket holder. Enjoy exclusive benefits all year long. For more info, visit mariners.com/15. Did you not love that at bat by Mr. Chavez last night?
Again.
Yeah, again, exactly. A pinch hit, 8th inning, 1-2 pitch. 2 outs. Mariners down to their last strike, and he singles up the middle.
5 for 10 as a pinch hitter this year.
out in front, 0-2.
Good changeup.
Talking to Trent Jewett in the dugout before the game, talking about Andy, and he had nothing but good things. I said, he's going to be like 38 next year. Does you see him on this club next year? And he said, why not? A lot of upside. Broken bat ground ball. Takes Desmond right to the bag for the force out, and that'll do it. Mariners get a hit, strand a runner, 1-0 Nationals. Downtown from the airport for only $2.75 on Sound Transit's Link Light Rail. See how easy it is at soundtransit.org. Boeing salute to Kids Day. Beautiful little people here in the ballpark. Mariners down 1-0 and a Bryce Harper home run, second inning. Good to see all the families in the ballpark. Here's Nate Scherholtz.
A lot of those kids probably start school next week.
Oh, yeah. Scherholtz signed as a free agent after the Cubs dropped him. This was on August 18th when the Nats picked him up. Been with the Giants, Phillies, and Cubs in his career. Center field, sending Jackson way back on the track at the wall. It's gone. Home run for Nate Scherholtz. His 7th, his 34th RBI, and yet another home run by the Nationals. Another multi-home run game by the National League's leading team.
Nationals' 9th home run in this 3-game series. This is where all their scoring has been coming from. The long ball, second home run of the game. You know what? There haven't been many cheap ones either.
Oh no! Oh my goodness! They've been touched up. Scherholtz checks in with a home run. Top of the order, and Denard Span.
Scherholtz coming into the game hitting .188 with 6 home runs. The number 9 hitter in the lineup for the Nationals. He gives us a good ride out to right center field.
Austin Jackson catches that ball in Detroit. That's 8 in your scorecard. Look out. Fair ball. Not touched by the fans. Chavez got a chance. And Span is in with a double. His 36th. He's 4th in the league in doubles, 3rd in hits. 8th in RBIs. He's having a great year.
And the Nationals now with 4 base hits, all of them for extra bases. This the second double. Iwakuma's given up a couple of home runs. It's right on the line. Good play by Andy Chavez and right, just too much speed from Span. And Rick Waits is going to make a trip out to the mound, have a conversation with Iwakuma.
Nice job by Brad Miller to knock that down. He touched on it about none of these things are cheap. That wasn't cheap either. I mean, they're getting barrels, baseballs with regularity in this series.
One thing that we've seen is with the Mariner pitchers, when they have pitches that are in the middle of the plate, they're not getting away with many of them. And this one right here, see how close it is to going foul, just inside the line. Definitely a fair ball. Marvin Hudson, first base umpire, making the call. .43 pitches, nobody out here in the third. That's another thing that we've seen too with this Nationals club. It's a deep lineup, and they've been able to get the Mariners pitch counts up. Elias settled down yesterday, but after the first 2 innings, he had thrown 41 pitches.
Yeah. Problematic. Anthony Rendon, third baseman. He's got 18 homers, 72 runs batted in. And like we saw in that first game, they're going up there ripping, not waiting around.
Now, when they decide that they're going to attack the baseball, they don't leave much on the on-deck circle. They're cutting it loose. Rendon having a good year. .281 with 18 home runs, 72 RBIs for the number 2 hitter for the Nationals.
Look out. Oh, my goodness. Andy Chavez just alerted by Andy Van Slyke. He wanted Andy to come in a step or two. Boy, I tell you what, that ball went right over Andy's head into the crowd, and I hope somebody was paying attention down there.
Late swing from Rendon, trying to hit the ball the other way with nobody out to move the runner up.
Kuma with an 0-2 count here to Rendon. Runner takes off. Here's a pitch swung on. Driven deep to right center field. Long run by Jackson. Makes the catch in the track. Span goes back to tag. Heading to third. And he gets there with the slide.
Take a look at it. A deep fly ball. Again, another pitch up in the zone. It's kind of in the middle of it. Typically, Iwakuma likes to get up to the top of the strike zone. He has been able to get his fastball there. Good running catch by Jackson out in center field. And with Span, he was running on the pitch, so he was all the way down the third. Had to come back to second to tag up. And the ball isn't deep enough for him to tag and get back to third.
Bring the infield in. Span at third. Jason Worth, he doubled to right center in his first at bat. 2-0 lead here for Washington, looking for more. He looks at ball one. Worth third in the National League. A .348 batting average and runners in scoring position, and he's tied for 8th in RBIs. Strike 1-1. 9 home runs by Washington. Most homers hit in a series at Safeco Field this season, surpassing the 7 hit by Boston back in June. Matt Williams, he hit a bunch of home runs in his career, an outstanding career. 378 home runs in 17 years, most of it with the Giants. There's a 1-1. Ground ball. Miller holds a runner. 2 away.
And a good pitch. Then we get that pitch in on his hands, jammed him enough. All he could do is hit it on the ground. Nationals now 0 for 3 with runners in scoring position. Again, both their runs coming on home runs. As you look at this last pitch, good run on it. He hits it off the label.
throw by Brad. 2 outs, runner at third for Adam LaRoche. Mentioned the 9 home runs hit by Washington, the record for home runs in a series at Safeco Field, 12 by the Indians. 4-game series, hit 12 back in 04. Strike one to LaRoche. Grounded out to Cano's first time. Miss.
Better split from Iwakuma, but having to throw a lot of pitches, 51 pitches. He works here in the third.
Oh, 0-2 to LaRoche. Strikes him out as Zunino holds on. A run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Home run by Nate Scherholz as Washington ahead 2-0.
Lead at 2-0 as we head to the bottom of the third. The Mariners coming to bat. Angie Van Tink here at the Ford Sports Desk. Now, the New York Yankees, right on the Mariners' tail in the wild card standings, were leading their game against the Toronto Blue Jays 3-0 into the 6th inning, but then Toronto comes back and scores 4. They take it a final of 4-3, guys. Jose Bautista homers for his 5th straight game.
Long fly ball, Angie, to the track by Mike Zunino. Quick 1 out here in the third. Blowing salute to Kids Day, and Lindsey Pancratz joins us from Helena, Montana, a volleyball player. Lindsey, good to see you. How are you?
Good.
All right. Big baseball fan? You like baseball as well as volleyball?
Yeah.
Good for you. Good for you.
When did you drive over?
We drove over on Friday.
On Friday. Did you go to the game yesterday?
No.
Nope. Okay.
First time to Seattle?
Yeah.
All right. What'd you think? What do you think?
It's really cool.
Yeah. Absolutely. Got some good weather and everything.
Yeah.
Strike one to Brad Miller. Now, is this your first baseball game?
Yeah.
All right. What's the thing that's impressed you the most?
Wow,
that's not too shabby
probably
right
how
there.
big it is.
It's kind of big. As Brad Miller, good for him, a double, his 11th of the year. A 1-out double here in the third. Mariners needed that. So Lindsay joining us here. Boeing salute the kids. Did you get a chance to go out in the field?
No, not yet.
Okay. All right. No, you'll really like that. Top of the order here, Austin Jackson. That hit by Brad, the second Mariner hit. First one by Kendrys Morales leading off the second. No advancement by Miller.
Brad getting the start. Chris Taylor had been playing as shortstop, but changing things up, getting another left-handed bat in the lineup, and quick double for him on that last ball. It's hard to tell sometimes when you're at second base with the angle. You have the umpire standing there. You can tell that it ended up getting away from the catcher, but you just can't tell how far, and Brad wasn't able to advance on it.
Up the middle. Will it get through? No. Desmond. Bounce. Safe. First and third. Base hit for Austin Jackson. And that extends his hitting streak to 11 games.
And good hustle. You take a look at it. Desmond, the shortstop, not able to get much on the throw, and this high bounce gives him just enough time to beat the throw to first. So a good situation for the Mariners after the hustle of Jackson. Pick up an infield hit. Had a couple of hits yesterday, and now an infield hit. Miller moves up to third. You have a favorite player on the Mariners? Lindsay?
Robinson Cano.
Robinson Cano. That's a good one. Popular guy.
Good choice.
Cano waiting on deck. Lindsay, I know there's a minor league team in Helena. Do you ever go to the games over there?
Sometimes.
Yeah, the Brewers have a minor league club. Yeah. Do you like the ballpark there?
Yeah.
Yeah. This one's a little bigger, though, isn't it?
A lot bigger.
Strike one to Ackley. Flied out to left in his first at bat. Chance to put some pressure on Roark. Outside for ball one.
Did you get to do anything fun yesterday in Seattle? You didn't come to the game?
Yeah, we went to Waterfront.
Yeah, how was that?
It was really fun.
Yeah, you liked it? Mm-hmm. Get tired walking around?
No, I liked it. It was fun looking around.
Good.
Ackley fouls one back up this way. All in 2 strikes. Got brothers and sisters?
Yeah, I got a brother.
How old is he?
He's 15.
15. What's he do? He play baseball? Goes to school, right?
He does basketball.
Basketball. Cool. Very cool. Jackson back safely. How about the Ferris wheel? Did you get a chance to go on the Ferris wheel?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, how was that?
Night. It was really cool.
I'm told your parents are your Montana State Bobcat family, huh?
Grizz. I like Grizz.
Oh, you okay. We have a Grizzlies game on coming up in November. Oh, the Montana State game will be on our air here at Root Sports in November. Ackley's got a 2-2 count.
Paying a lot of attention to Jackson over at first, trying to protect a 2-run lead.
Stole a base in yesterday's game in the 3rd inning.
And doesn't want to get into scoring position. Roark is a good athlete. A lot of things. Quick feet on the mound.
2-2 pitch. He's got Cano on deck. He's going to have to throw a strike here. Speaking of Montana State, they take on Eastern Washington. It's on Root Sports coming up on September 20th. Great opportunity here for the Mariners in the 3rd. Couple of home runs by Washington, Harper, and Schierholtz. 2-0 lead. Payoff here to Ackley's Jackson. Back to the dive.
Well, I think he'll be running on the pitch. Try to stay out of the double play if you can. He has good speed, excellent speed from Ackley. I think he'll take off.
Cano's on deck. Jackson runs, pitch, swung on, hit behind the shortstop. Scoring is Miller, and getting to third is Austin Jackson. RBI for Dustin Ackley, and the Mariners are on the board. It's 2-1 Nationals. Ackley picking up RBI number 57.
And his 21st RBI of the month. Here on the last day of the month, picks up RBI number 21 for the month of August. Having a great month of August. Also has 5 home runs. And look at him get on top of that fastball and drive it through the left side of the infield as Desmond went to cover the base with Jackson on the move.
So a great spot here for Robinson Cano. Mariners down a run.
All right, Lindsay, this is your favorite player. He's going to come up with a base hit right here. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too.
Over to first, Ackley's got good speed, and Roark keeping an eye on him. Cano 8th in the American League, 327 batting average, runners in scoring position. Flat out to left to end the first inning. Good inning so far for the Mariners. Zunino flied out deep to the left field track. Brad Miller a double to right center. Infield hit by Jackson. Hit and run. Ackley scores a run. Oh, 0-1 here to Cano with Morales on deck. Ackley with 8 stolen bases on the season, caught 4 times.
Well, I don't think he'll run here. I think Lloyd McClendon will let his best hitter do his work at the plate.
Hit the other way. Here's a double play opportunity. And they get it done. But the Mariners do get a run on 3 hits. No errors and leave them in. And we thank Lindsay for joining us. Thanks for coming all the way from Helena, Montana. Joining us here at Safe Go Field. Mariners.
Nice job, Lindsay.
Trailed by a count of 2-1. Baseball on Root Sports, brought to you by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. By Silver Reef Casino, I-5 exit 260, 4 minutes west. And by Money Tree, proud to make a donation to Mariners Care for every Mariners win. Good look at happenings at Lake Union, a tranquil Sunday. Down here at Safeco Field, the Mariners on the board, trailing now 2-1. Ian Desmond to lead off the Washington fourth. Mariners with a run on 3 hits in the third. Leave a man. RBI by Ackley. A 1 pitch. Desmond, Harper, and Ramos here in the fourth. Washington on the board. A Harper home run in the second. Shearholt's homer in the third.
The Nationals pitching, it's been difficult for the Mariners. They have not been able to put up a big inning. It looked like the last inning was going to be one of them. But like the Mariners pitching, Nationals with that good pitching able to work out of some trouble. Roark getting the ground ball when he needed it to get the double play to end the inning.
Set corner. 2-2. White Sox lead Detroit 6-2, bottom of the 8th. Texas and Houston 2-2, bottom of the 8th in Houston. Skipped it up there.
Iwakuma in his last outing just 2 1/3. That was at Boston. Giving up 5 earned runs. 6 hits, 5 earned runs in that one. Wasn't sharp at all. A little bit better today, but he has been really careful. Still has given up a couple of solo home runs. It's a good split. Good sign for him. The last couple of splits down in the zone.
He's got 4 strikeouts, no walks, giving up 2 home runs. Took a lot off of that one, popped it up. Cano calls off Morales. 1 out. Time for Seattle City Light power play. And how about Bryce Harper? He got a hanger and he banged it out of here.
One of the longer home runs we've seen at Safeco this year as he hits it off the glass of the Hit It Here Cafe. For Harper, his 9th home run of the year, almost hit the sign. Looked like it was a curveball. Iwakuma early in the count trying to steal a strike. Curveball didn't do much, and he hit it off the glass.
9th home run for Harper, 27th RBI. Rookie of the year in 2012. Harper missed 57 games this year. Injured his left thumb against the Padres, sliding into third on a triple back on the 25th of April. And surgery 4 days later. Kuma staying away from him. 2-0. As you know, Iwakuma hardly walks anybody. He's got 13 walks on the season. It's 152 2/3 innings up to the minute here. Here's a 3-0. There's a strike. Pitch hit hard, center field, backing up Jackson, checking where he is, and that one leaves the yard. Oh my goodness. Bryce Harper over the 401 this time. He's 2 for 2 with 2 bombs. 3-1 Washington.
The 10th home run of the series for the Nationals. And with the way that the Mariners have pitched this year, I would have never thought that would happen in a 3-game series. But 10 home runs now for the Nationals. This is where the bulk of their scoring has come from. Now 3 runs in this game, all of them solo home runs, and 2 of them by Harper.
And he's got money's worth on both of them.
Well, that was just a line drive over the wall in center.
Jeez. On a 3-1 pitch.
416 feet.
Broken bat ground ball to Seager. Off the bat of Wilson Ramos. 2 away. Ramos 0 for 2. 5th career multi-home run game for Bryce Harper.
For the Mariners and everybody else, rosters looking in and will expand tomorrow. Fortunately for the Mariners, it works out well. Sometimes Mariners going down to play Oakland. The AAA team is in Fresno. A number of those guys will be back. Probably Smoke and Romero, Paxton for sure. Walker, Saunders will be back. Hart. Maybe get some relief help from Carson Smith.
Heard good things about him. His numbers are pretty good too.
Yeah.
Saw him briefly in spring training, right?
Yes, we did.
See the one with the tall guy with the funky motion?
Yes.
Cabrera. 3rd catcher, Humberto Quintero, who's been with the Mariners off and on over the last couple of years. Here's Cano making a clean pick. Retires Cabrera. And that'll do it for the Nationals. But yet another home run, 3rd of the ball game. Bryce Harper's got 2 of them. 3-1 Nationals.
A couple to the Nationals in Seattle trying to avoid the 3-game sweep. Down in Anaheim, a similar situation, but the Oakland A's trying to avoid a 4-game sweep, and it does not look good for them. This game in the bottom of the 4th, it's already 6-0. The Angels have a 5-game winning streak going. The A's, so they have lost their last 3. How bad is it for Oakland? Well, it's 26 consecutive scoreless innings for them. It's the first time they've gone through such a stretch since 2005. You look at what things look like at the top of the West right now. And before Oakland guys went on this losing streak, they were 4 games up on the Los Angeles Angels in the standings. Now they're 4 games back, looking up. Back to you.
All right, Angie, thank you. Scott Kazmir got tuned up. Inning and a third, 2 hits, 6 runs, all earned, 4 walks.
Well, and then we talked about it with Dunn going over there, and you heard Angie. 27 scoreless innings against them. They're having a tough time right now. And it really is, it's kind of interesting taking a look at the Mariners 5.5 back of Oakland. If that score holds up and the Mariners can come back and win this game, they go in there for a 3-game series, 4.5 back. They can do some damage.
Thinking with you, pal.
Get the bats going.
Honest to goodness. The opportunity is right. The door's open.
It's right there. Yeah.
Morales, Seager, and Denorfia here in the 4th inning. That's back-to-back starts for Kazmir. He's been lit up. 14-game winner. Bouncing ball fielded nicely by LaRoche. One away. Fans, don't forget that you can purchase tickets to upcoming Mariners games at any of the 5 Mariners team store locations. There's no service charge. Plus, you'll receive 10% off merchandise the day you purchase your seat. So gear up with the Mariners tickets and apparel when you stop by the Mariners team stores. One away for Kyle Seager, flied out the left. Three home runs by the Nationals. Harper twice. Sherholtz sandwiching his in between there. Harper in the 2nd, Sherholtz in the 3rd, Harper in the 4th. Mariners got their run on a Dustin Ackley RBI single in the home 3rd. Sharply hit, base hit by Kyle Seager. So Siegs is aboard for Chris Denorfia with 1 out in the 4th.
Kyle getting the 5th hit of the ball game for the Mariners. Nationals also with 5 hits. Unfortunately, 3 of theirs have gone out of the ballpark.
Chris Denorfia struck out in a 1-2 pitch. Did go as they check with Marvin Hudson. Oh, our conscientious does a good job holding guys at first.
He works hard at it.
Span a long run, and he'll take it. Harper was coming over as well. 2 outs with a man aboard. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Seattle Mariners and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Seattle Mariners. Cleveland Indians also hold a 3-game series home run record here at Safeco Field. They hit 11 back in the series in 09. 0-for-1 for Indy Chavez.
For Roark, he really hasn't changed up too much. You can see 48 pitches, throwing a lot of strikes. That was a scouting report on 35 strikes. But really stayed with a good 2-seam fastball and his changeup. Not many breaking balls from him at all. And typically pitching away.
They done a bunt. It's a good one. Can he get him? He does. That's a nice play by Anthony Rendon. Mariners, no runs, a hit, no errors, and a man left, trailing 3-1. He did here part of the home run barrage by these Washington Nationals. That's the second of 3 this afternoon, and Sherholt's going to lead it off here in the 5th inning.
Well, we talked about the depth of the lineup. He's hitting 9th and hitting the ball out of the ballpark to center field. Again, 10 home runs for the Nationals in this 3-game series. Fortunately for Iwakuma, all 3 home runs, solo home runs. The Mariners just behind by 2 runs. But he needs to find a way to keep these guys in the ballpark. Give himself a chance.
FP Santangelo, who does TV for Washington, he says he's been telling us, he came in here, he says he's been telling fans back in Washington, it's a big ballpark. They're hitting all these home runs. The fans in Washington are not going to believe them. And that's rare. I mean, 10 home runs, are you kidding?
Well, and again, especially off the Mariners pitching staff, the best pitching staff in baseball. You just don't expect to see it, but I'm having a tough time keeping these guys in the ballpark. And it is up and down the lineup.
Two 2-0 to Sherholt. Angels still up 6-0. Bob Melvin, their manager, tossed out of the game as a strike. Good pitch by Iwakuma, 2-2.
Again, he's starting to get a better feel for his split. That was well located split just outside the strike zone.
Two pitch. Strike 3 called. Sherholt's a home run and now a strikeout as we check in with Angie Mentink.
Guys, coming into play today, the Tigers and the Kansas City Royals were tied atop the Central. That is not the case anymore. Also, they were tied in the wild card. The Detroit Tigers have fallen to the Chicago White Sox. Again, no Adam Dunn, no problem. Rick Porcello allows 11 hits, 3 runs in over 6 2/3, and he actually ends up taking the loss. But again, right now, the Kansas City Royals, your central leader, and the Mariners are once again just chasing the Tigers.
All right, Angie, thank you very much. We have one out here in the 5th, top of the order, 3rd time around now. Begins with Denard Span, who's 1 for 2. Fly to center and a double to right. Chopper right to Morales. Quick 2 outs. So 2 outs here in the 5th, and when you head to Safeco Field Friday, September 12th, you're going to find that you can see the world through neon colored glasses. That's because we're giving away neon glasses to the first 20,000 fans. Mariners will be hosting the A's in a big AL West matchup. Great game, cool giveaway. All you need to do is grab your tickets at mariners.com. Second, I thought Deion Sanders was coming to the game.
Good call.
Here's Rendon. But Rendon, a quality second baseman, playing quality third. You got Seager, who was a quality second baseman, and is a big-time third baseman here.
If you can hit, they'll find a spot for you, Dave.
Amen.
And he can hit.
Broken bat ground ball to Kyle. Good inning for Iwakuma. Real good inning. The 5th, 1, 2, 3 go.
9 pitches.
Go the Nationals. A 9-pitch inning started with the punch out of Sherholtz. When the Mariners come up, it'll be Zunino, Miller, and Jackson. Find Jack in the Box right now at Jack in the Box. Try Jack's Spicy Chicken Club Combo for just $4.99 plus tax. And by BNSF Railway, sponsor of the BNSF Blast. And we'd like to hear the horn a few more times here before we leave for Oakland. Mariner home runs. Maybe they can get that going here. Certainly, the Nationals are on that train with 3 of them here today, 10 for the series. Here's Mike Zunino. Good to have you with us here on Root Sports. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, Root Sports crew. Mike Zunino, Brad Miller, Austin Jackson here in the home 5th.
Mike looking for his 20th home run of the year. First time up, flying out to left field, and this will be a fly ball to Span in center.
Next stop for the Mariners, the Oakland Athletics will be the opponents as we check our CenturyLink link to what's next. Chris Young against Jason Hamill, James Paxton against Sonny Gray, and Felix against John Lester.
Good opportunity for the starting pitchers to get back on track with the struggles the A's are having to score runs and swing the bats. But as you can tell, they're just going to be good pitching matchups again across the board. Hamels has had his struggles, but Gray and Lester have pitched extremely well this year. Chris will be the first man up in that series.
As Angie was telling you, the Athletics having all kinds of trouble scoring runs lately.
We made a move to get Adam Dunn, hoping that would help them out.
Going to Brad Miller. They had a double to right center his first time up and scored on the Ackley single, 3rd inning. One and 2. Did not go. They check down to 3rd, and Corey Blazer. And he agrees with Jim Joyce. Brad just out of the reach of Desmond. A 1-out single. Digging for 2, slamming on the brakes. As Span got to it quickly and got it back in.
Well, I thought Brad would give it a try. He always busted out of the box. He's hit the ball hard twice today. First double out into right center field, this time going the other way. Good fastball running away from him, stays on it. Good swing. Just out of the reach of Desmond, the shortstop. And a good play by Span to cut it off. And it looked as if Brad was going to test his arm. Wow, that is just out of the reach of his glove.
Jackson the tying run at the plate with 1 out.
You can see as soon as he sees it towards the gap, he is running hard. I thought he was going to try it and to slam on the brakes. Good play by Span in center to hold him to a single.
I'm laughing because producer Curtis Wilson taking me back to my youth. Those are Fred Flintstone brakes.
They were.
I can see how you spent your educational time as well.
That was a great look at Brad running hard out of the box. It's one of the reasons why he gets his share of triples over the course of the summer.
Game hit streak now for Jackson. Outside corner for strike 1 and 2. Roark's given up a run on 6 hits, struck out 2, hasn't walked anybody. Had inning-ending double play in the 3rd after giving up an RBI single to Ackley.
And like Strasburg last night, he's being efficient. 60 pitches, 42 strikes.
2 and 2. 2-2. Span giving it a run. Can't get it. Miller will hold at second as Harper backed up to play nicely. Base hit. 2-hit day for Austin Jackson. Mariners threaten again.
Looks like it jams him a little bit, hits it out towards left center field, but for Jackson, came into the game hitting .267 with these 2 base hits, pushing that average up around .270. And see Harper backing up. Brad Miller having to wait to see if Span was going to make the catch. So he's only able to advance 1 base. Good news for the Mariners. Their hot hitter Dustin Ackley steps in. Dustin 1 for 2. Had a base hit and an RBI his last time up.
Tying runs aboard. He represents a go-ahead run. Mariners have out hit Washington 7-5. A couple of hits here in this 5th inning. 1-0 to Ackley. 2-0. Cano's on deck. Mariners trying to end a 3-game losing streak. Nats have taken the first 2 games of this series. 8-3 and 3-1. 3 homers in today's ballgame. 2-0. Ackley drives one. Deep right field. Looking up where it's getting up, baby. Gone. 3-run shot. The architect. Dustin Ackley, his 11th home run. His 4th RBI today. And the Mariners have the lead at 4-3.
What a month for Dustin Ackley. Now 24 RBIs in the month of August. His 6th home run of the month. And this one gives the Mariners the lead. I was asked by Kevin Kremen to vote on the player of the month for the Mariners. I said it has to be Ackley. Well, he's added to his totals. 4 RBIs in the game for him as he hits it deep into the seats in right. Towering home run for Dustin Ackley, his 11th home run on the year.
And the timing could not have been better.
I was just going to say, and it happened quickly. Miller with a solid base hit, a base hit from Jackson, and now the home run. And this is what the Mariners have needed, finding a way to get a lead. Take advantage of that great bullpen. Iwakuma looks like he's settling down.
Got it on a 2-0 pitch. Ackley had homered on a 2-2 pitch in the 8th inning last night. This was huge. That's the BNSF blast we were looking for. 1-0 to Cano. Fly to left and hit into a double play. Cano the other way. Base hit.
Four straight hits for the Mariners. And Cano taking advantage of a high fastball. Hits it hard into left field.
Coming up this fall on Root Sports, it's the high school football game of the week presented by Papa Murphy's. We're going to kick off the season Friday, September 5th, featuring the Capital Cougars versus the Tumwater Thunderbirds at 8:30 p.m. Don't miss your favorite local teams in action this season here on Root Sports. Mariners up there hacking.
Well, a lot of the pitches from Roark in this inning have been elevated. Another high fastball to Morales after Cano ended up with a base hit on a high fastball. Roark, when he's at his best, getting a lot of ground ball outs, and really hasn't been the case this afternoon. The Mariners finally starting to catch up to him.
0-1 to Morales.
Their 3rd time through the lineup. Dustin Ackley, though, 24 RBIs in the month of August, and that's hitting in the number 2 spot in the lineup. 6 home runs for him. What a huge lift he's given him.
This is what was envisioned when he was selected behind Strasburg, number 2 in the 09 draft. Cano back safely. Zunino started the inning flying out the center, then a base hit by Miller to left center. Jackson with a base hit, and then Ackley a 3-run homer.
Starting to get some action out in the bullpen for the Nationals.
One and one here to Morales. Kendrick's 1 for 2. Craig Stammen heating up now. One here to Morales. Takes ball 2 outside. 4 RBI day for Dustin Ackley. 3-run homer here in the 5th. RBI single in the 3rd. Good count for Morales. Nice play by LaRoche. He'll get the lead runner. And they get Morales on the back end on a 3-6-1 double play. But the highlight, and I mean highlight much needed, 3-run jack by Dustin Ackley. Mariners lead 4-3.
Headed to the 6th inning, and yes, Strasburg was taken first in the 2009 draft. Ackley second, but our guy plays every day, not every 5th. Oh yeah, and he just gave the Mariners the lead with a 3-run lead. Guys, let's get you back upstairs.
All right, Angie, good sight to see there. Mr. Ackley driving in all 4 runs here today. Got 11 home runs and has taken his RBI total to 60. 4-3 Mariner lead, top 6. Here's Jason Worth leading off against Iwakuma. Strike 1. It'll be Worth, LaRoche, and Desmond, 3, 4, and 5.
And not surprising, the Mariners, now that they have the lead, Iwakuma at 77 pitches, but Lloyd McClellan gets his bullpen up and working. Danny Farquhar starting to get loose in the pen.
Iwakuma certainly buoyed by the fact that his ball club's given him the lead as Danny warms up. 0-2 here to Worth. Ackley with a 3-run homer and an RBI single. What a great day for him so far. 0-2. Worth today has doubled and grounded out to short.
Next pitch will be 80. Coming back out of the break, that was a great look at Ackley and the swing that he put on that home run.
His aggressiveness has picked up 100-fold over the last year.
Confidence. Again, I was talking to Howard Johnson about him, and he just started talking about confidence. It wasn't a lot of mechanical changes for him, just a few minor adjustments that he made, and he started to get some hits and feeling pretty good about himself. And I think one of the biggest things too is Lloyd has had, his timing has been so good on a lot of different things, but the minute that he moved Dustin into that number 2 spot, he's just taken advantage of a lot of good pitches to hit with Cano waiting on deck. And 6 home runs in the month, 24 RBIs for him. He's hitting in that 2 spot with some power.
3-2 to Worth. Long run for Indy towards the line, towards the stands.
Oh boy.
Look out.
That's in that danger area.
Take you back to that Ackley home run, 2-0 count. Rides it out of here. Watch the fans. They didn't believe it on that side of the ballpark, and now they do believe. It was fun talking to Lloyd during the offseason about, I went up to see Mountain Man. I said, who's that? He says, Ackley, Mountain Man. Come on, back up in the woods in Michigan. I had to go to Detroit and drive a long way. I don't know if I have to make that trip anymore. As Worth strikes out. Iwakuma with a half dozen strikeouts now. Join us at Safeco Field Friday, September 26th for Fan Appreciation Night. We're going to say thanks by giving away a vacation every inning. You can enjoy round-trip airfare on Alaska Airlines, a Holland America cruise, or a getaway package to Mariners spring training next year. Take a trip to Mariners.com, get tickets, and you could be the lucky winner that will be taking home a trip for yourself. Cleanup man Adam LaRoche, 0 for 2 with a ground out and strikeout.
Mountain Man.
Yeah, there were a few deliverance jokes last week, too. I was like, That's what he calls him, Mountain Man. Jackson or Ackley. They did this yesterday. They made the catch today.
There you go. I like what Dustin was talking about in his post-game comments. They were asked about what happened on the fly ball yesterday when it fell in between them, and Dustin said he just didn't hear him. He said that he was calling for it, but he didn't hear him, and he said he knows that if Jackson calls him off, his job is to get out of the way no matter how close he is to catching it, and they seem to have worked it out. He was able to make some room for him.
Dustin also understands from Austin's position. Remember, Ackley played some games in center field for a while here. 2 outs. Brad Miller, nice hop. Sunday hop, you bet. 3 up, 3 down. Mariners put 3 on the board. Kuma puts up a 0. 4-3 Mariners.
More damage. Dustin Ackley giving them a 4-3 lead. Hi, everyone. Angie Mentink with you. Coming up on the Delta Airlines post-game show, we are going to get you set for the road trip. It's Chris Young, James Paxton, and Felix Hernandez. By the way, looking ahead to Wednesday, Felix Hernandez versus John Lester. We'll get you ready for the road trip. The skipper is back, Lloyd McClendon. We will hear from him post-game as well. And we will break down Iwakuma's start. Hopefully the Mariners can make this stand up. Guys, back to you.
All right, Angie, thank you. Breaking ball is Seager for a strike. Kyle, Chris Denor for you. And Andy Chavez here in the home sixth. 3 home runs hit by Washington today for their scores. 10 home runs in the series. Mariners get a 3-run homer from Ackley. This one hit pretty well into the gap, but tracking it down as Denard Span one away.
Danny Farquhar had been up in the pen. Now it's Charlie Furbush getting loose. You have the left-handed hitting Harper due up to lead off in the 7th inning.
He's been murder already with 2 home runs.
Boyd's seen enough.
Course Banquet and the Wildland Firefighter Foundation support the brave firefighters who protect us. A donation of 25 cents from each case of Coors Banquet purchased this weekend will go to the Wildland Firefighter Foundation. Please help us protect our West and support our wildland firefighters. Chris DeNorfia 0 for 2 today. A strikeout and a fly to left. Jim Joyce barking it out. 0-2. One and two. One two pitch coming. Struck him out. 2 away. Tanner Roark, 3rd strikeout. 2 away here in the 6th.
Just a good fastball on the inside corner. 2-seamer has some run to it as he swings over the top of it. Roark has been tough when he stays down in that area, but last inning he started to elevate his fastball and the Mariners took advantage of it. That was good to see. Ended up with 4 hits, including the 3-run homer by Ackley.
Andy tried to bunt his way on last time up. Shows bunt here. He had 2 outs and a runner. At first tried to drop one down the third base line, and a nice play by Rendon to throw him out. Slaps one the other way. Foul ball. Catcher Ramos got hurt on that. Jim Joyce buying some extra time there.
Maybe.
Backswing might have gotten him a little bit. 1-1.
Probably right, because then he stepped away from the plate out onto the grass to give him some time too.
2-1 pitch. Comebacker. And Roark not pressed in the 6th, but the Mariners lead it 4-3. He hits one off the Hit It Here Cafe on an 0-1 pitch in the second inning. Then 3-1 pitch in the fourth to go straight away center field. 2 home run days, got 10 on the season. And Lloyd McClendon said, you know what? Let's throw a left-hander at him and see what happens. As Iwakuma goes 6 innings, leaves with the lead. Charlie Furbush going to take over, but first here's a look at what Kuma has done today.
5 hits, 3 runs. They were all earned. 3 solo home runs off of Iwakuma, including the 2 that Harper hit. Didn't walk anybody again. Just 13 walks on the year for Iwakuma. 6 strikeouts. He threw 86 pitches, 57 of those for strikes. And for Charlie Furbush, a 3.79 ERA. This will be his 57th appearance on the year. 43 strikeouts in the 38 innings that he has worked. Opponents hitting .259. Good fastball from Charlie. He'll be in the low 90s and mix in that slider.
Saw a headline here. You're going to see Adam Dunn with the Athletics, and he's indicated that he's probably going to hang it up, call it a career at the end of this season. Next stop for the Mariners will be in Oakland. He's had a very good series. Look at that, 5 for 9, 3 homers in the series. Lefty's hitting .257 against Charlie Furbush with 1 home run. Right off of mask of Zunino, strike 1. Harper, Ramos, and Cabrera 6, 7, and 8.
He's seeing the ball well. That was a breaking ball that was up and in the middle of the plate, and he took another aggressive swing. So he's going to have to keep the ball down and away from him. There, that's better location for that pitch. Good slider.
Charlie hit 0-2. Charlie ready, 0-2 pitch.
And that is a mistake. He didn't want to throw it there. You can see Zunino. He wants that pitch down off the plate away.
First pitch he hit from Kuma was a breaking ball up in his eyes. Had it all away and just mashed it. Harper takes ball 1.
Drew Storn getting loose in the pen for the Nationals. I think he'll be a closer one day.
Oh yeah, no doubt about that.
There he is, having a good year for him.
1-2. Nationals and the Giants, the 2 hottest teams in baseball, entering today with 5-game winning streaks. Check that, the Angels and the Giants. Washington won the first 2 games here after losing 3 in Philly. Two. Steady diet.
Again, well located. Just keep throwing the slider just off the plate away. He's able to keep it down.
Important out here for Furbush, beginning the 7th inning. Strung him out. Went after him hard. Like Harper was anticipating the fastball, just couldn't get it, just fouled it off. And here's Lloyd McClendon going to work some matchups.
After the breaking balls, it was 6 in a row. He comes right back, 7th pitch, good fastball, 91 miles an hour, elevated in the strike zone, and able to throw it by him.
And Charlie does his job, striking out Harper, who had twice homered in this ballgame. Mariners here in the 7th, lead at 4-3. This series, after losing the first 2 to Nationals, we take a look at our Delta Airlines keep climbing wild card standings. Mariners, it's up to the minute now. Pick up a half game on Detroit, which lost to Chicago. Yankees lost earlier. And the Mariners will be taking on the Oakland Athletics the next 3 games, so they got a chance to really accomplish a lot starting this next road trip. Danny Farquhar takes over, 3rd Mariners pitcher this afternoon.
For Danny, his 55th appearance on the year. He's pitched well for the Mariners. 2.45 ERA, 66 strikeouts, only 17 walks. Opponent's hitting .221 against Danny.
Oh man, that's off of Jim Joyce.
Mike Zunino. When you give him a little time. Wilson Ramos, another catcher. They all know the feeling. Taking a foul tip. Take a look at it, see where it gets him.
Jimmy walking it off. Boom.
Right collarbone.
Hey, hey. Ramos 0 for 2 today. Occupational hazard. Who's going to be daring and bring a balloon back? You know, they remember American League, or for both leagues, for a long time, and I think the last guys to use it. I know. Now, you want to go out there and look good. You want to look macho. You want to look cut. You know, you want to show off the guns and everything. The balloon provides max protect, though. If you wear a helmet,
put a screen up.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. And ball gets away. Ramos. Zunino throws anyway, and safe.
Good curveball. 12-6 curveball, 74 miles an hour. Surprised Mike tried to glove that. Thought he would block it. Went off the heel of his glove all the way to the backstop.
Nice stretch by Morales, getting a chance to play first base today. Here's Cabrera, strikeout looking, and a ground out. Strikeout, wild pitch. There's Ramos aboard. Strike 1 to Cabrera. Mariners holding a 4-3 lead. All 4 runs accounted for by Dustin Ackley. 3rd inning RBI single, 3-run homer in the 5th.
Mariner outfielders all playing deep, trying to take the double away.
Couldn't get the strike. 2-1.
Good cut fastball just off the inside corner.
Mike Trout just homered to make it 7-0 Angels. Trout's 31st home run, a line drive to left center field. 7-0 Angels over the Athletics. 2-1. There's strike. Count evens at 2-2. Angels a hot team, and the Mariners have them 7 more times. Middle of the month, 4 games in Anaheim, and finish the season, the regular season, the last 3 games here. 2-2. Foul. Counts run full to Cabrera. 0 for 2 day for him today. 1 for 4 yesterday. And 1 0 for 4 in the openers. Nate Scherholtz. Homer and a strikeout looking today for him. The 3-2 pitch. Walked him. First walk by Mariner pitching today. Now Washington threatening with 1 out, 2 on. Labor Day sale. Save 50%. Get MLB.com and bat premium features for only $4.99. Follow every Mariners game with live look-ins, replay reviews, live radio broadcasts, the MLB.TV game of the day, and more. Download from the App Store. Sales can end soon. Visit Mariners.com today. Going to get Espinosa to come on as a pinch runner. Andy Espinosa, switch hitter. And he's going to run for Ramos.
And Mike Rojas, bullpen coach. Looks like he's going to get somebody ready to go. Medina.
And Scherholtz. Wow, that one knocked the mask off of Zunino. My goodness. Action going on behind that dish.
Well, Jim Joyce had one on the previous hitter, and this one right in Mike's face. Never touched his glove.
One. So there's Espinosa pinch running for Wilson Ramos. Got a 1-1 count here. Scherholtz, slow roller. Cano gets the middle runner. That's all they'll get. 2 down. Over to third is Espinosa.
Nationals now 0 for 4 with runners in scoring position, and a good play by Cano. You don't want the go-ahead run to get into scoring position. He knows they're not going to be able to turn the double play, but get the lead runner.
Top of the order, and Denard Span. 1 for 3. And he deals strike 1. inside. Farquhar facing Span. He does it with runners at the corners, 2 outs, and the Mariners up a run here in the 7th. 0-2.
He has a good cut fastball today, and to the left-handers, he's done an excellent job of making sure that he gets it far enough inside. You don't want to leave it out on the plate. Every one of them has been in the corner or just off the plate inside.
Two on, 0-2 count. Danny trying to put Span away. Up high, 1-2.
That's a good four-seam fastball from Danny. He will top out at around 95, 96 miles an hour. That fastball at 93. His cutter's been 89, 90. And he has a good one going today.
One and two. Just got a piece. Long look by Danny. Span taking his time, getting set. A 1-2 pitch. Up high. Ball 2. And he ready with the 2-2 pitch. 2 out, 2 on. Foul off.
Just a steady diet of cut fastballs and on his hands. Hasn't tried to throw the 12-6 curveball. Hopefully he can get some strikeouts with that pitch, especially after throwing so many cutters. The hitter will try to cheat a little bit, get started early to get to the cutter, and wave at that curveball.
2-2 chopped. Morales taking himself. Good job by Danny Farquhar and Charlie Furbush. Home 7th coming up. 7th inning stretch, and God bless America. It's 4-3 Mariners. Mariners' 7th inning stretch being brought to you by Washington's Lottery and the Department of Imagination. What would you do if you won? Mariners lead 4-3. Here in Root Sports at Safeco Field, 4-3. Dustin Ackley, the Ack Attack, has driven in all 4 runs. 3rd inning RBI single and a huge 3-run homer in the 5th. And right now, if things stay the way they are right now, Sashi Iwakuma would pick up the win. It would be his 13th victory. Tanner Roark still in the ball game as Jose Lobaton takes over behind the dish for Ramos, who was lifted for a pinch runner top half of this inning. Zunino looks at strike 1. Mike tonight, or this afternoon, is fly to left and fly to center.
Thought we might see Drew Storen. He was getting loose, but Matt Williams sends Roark back out to the mound. A good slider on the outside corner. What a great job by Danny Farquhar. He made some big pitches to Span, a good hitter.
Let's not forget what Charlie did to get Harper, striking him out in a 2-2 pitch after Harper had gone deep twice.
Well, and then Danny comes in and he strikes out Ramos, but it's a wild pitch. That's how he reaches first. Well done.
Oh, 2 strikes.
Nice stop.
All right.
At the Hall of Famers statue. Big family get together.
It's a great photo op, isn't it? Another good slider.
Yes, it was. That's his 4th strikeout. 1 away here in the 7th. The Mariners and EQC salute the men and women of the U.S. military with a season-long discount. Armed Forces personnel receive 10% off select main, terrace, and view level seats at all Mariners home games. Simply show your valid military ID at the Safeco Field box office to receive your EQC military discount. And don't forget, after today, only 9 home games remain. Red Miller, good day for him. 2 for 2. He scored twice.
A couple of line drives for Brad, a double in the right center field gap and a solid line drive into left center field. Jerry Blevins, left-hander for the Nationals, getting loose. And it looks like Medina will pitch the 8th inning. The former Athletic.
Reds get a 2-1 count. Medina hasn't pitched since Wednesday. Blocked in there. That was a 12-4 loss to Texas. Well, Oakland scored a run at 7-1 Angels in the 8th down in Anaheim. 3-1 pitch. Brad, 3 for 3 day, Brad Miller. Good to see Brad have a big one today. Let's take a look at the Mariners calendar brought to you by Sleep Country USA today. There you go. You can count your home games remaining. Well, not quite. We don't have the full month, but point being, they are down to a precious few. Mariners will be taking off for Oakland. 3 games there, 4 in Texas. Then Houston comes in for the final time next Monday. Up the middle. Will he get through? It does. Austin Jackson, 3 hits today, 3 for 4.
See the Mariners being productive with the bats. 10 hits on the day for the Mariners. Matt Williams coming out of the dugout. He's going to get Jerry Blevins, but another base hit for Austin Jackson. Had a couple of hits last night, now 3 hits today, including this one. Ground ball right back up the middle.
Going to get a left-hander to face Ackley, who's just on fire today with 4 runs knocked in, a 2 for 3 day, and Tanner Roark chased here in the 7th. Dustin Ackley's driven in 4 runs this afternoon for the Mariners. All of their tallies as we take a look at our Columbia Bank difference of the game.
And 3 of them coming on this home run. A 3-run homer for Ackley. His 11th home run on the year. What a month he has had. 6 home runs and 24 RBIs in the month for Dustin Ackley. RBI total to 60 now.
I'll get to face the veteran left-hander Jerry Blevins. Dustin 1 for 6 against Jerry. Jerry 6'6", 187 out of Johnson City, Tennessee.
And from Roark, 6 1/3, 11 hits, 4 runs, all of them earned. He is responsible for the 2 base runners. Didn't walk anybody, 4 strikeouts, 92 pitches, 60 of them for strikes. And for Blevins, his 55th appearance on the year, high ERA up over 5. But 53 strikeouts and 47 1/3.
First year with the Nationals, with Oakland from 07 through last season. We've certainly seen plenty of him over the years. Oakland had to get a lefty out. A couple of men aboard with 1 out. You got Miller. He's at second, a 3 for 3 day, and Austin Jackson at first, a 3 for 4 day. The other way, here comes Harper. Good athlete. Good jump on that. Good read. 2 outs.
And the Mariners now 3 for 5 with runners in scoring position. Robinson Cano due up. He had a base hit his last time up. 1 for 3 day for Cano.
All right, who's in with me? A little exclamation point right here. 1 run. A little bigger cushion there.
I don't think I'm in for that. A nice line drive in the right center field gap.
Cano 1 for 7 against Blevins.
Watch Austin Jackson at first base. Watch him run.
Strike 1. Lefty's hitting a .53 off of Blevins. He's not giving up a home run. Working bat ground ball fielded by LaRoche, and that'll do it. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, a couple of men left. It's the Mariners 4-3, and Uribe Medina will take over. this day in MLB history. How about this one? The Griffey family, what a game and what a day. They play in the same lineup for the first time, father and son, back-to-back singles in the first inning at the Kingdome. Here's some video, and this is extraordinary. Absolutely extraordinary. A father and son playing together in the same outfield in a major league game.
That is very cool, isn't it?
Isn't it? Oh, yeah. My goodness. Senior was a darn good player, too.
For a long time.
Yeah. Great Reds ball clubs. Good years with the Yankees. Slashing left-hand hitter. And Junior, of course, one of the all-time greats going into the Hall of Fame. It better be unanimous, doggone it.
Good luck with that. I agree with you, but never works out that way. Medina will take over. 55th appearance, a 2.14 ERA for him, 48 strikeouts and 20 walks. Opponents hitting just 200 against him. Good fastball, 95 miles an hour with a hard slider. And he will get the tough part of the lineup here in the 8th inning.
Got 2, 3, 4 coming up. Rendon, Worth, and LaRoche. Only player in the lineup that Medina's faced is Asdrubal Cabrera. Rendon, what a good-looking player he is. Strike one. Medina, the 4th pitcher today. Iwakuma went 6 innings of 5 hit, 3-run ball, no walks, 6 Ks. Charlie Furbush, a third of an inning, 2/3 of an inning for Farquhar.
Tyler Clippard getting loose in the pen for the Nationals.
Medina ahead quickly.
Fastball in the low 90s. Good changeup from Clippard.
One right after him. 1, 2, 3. Have a seat.
And the best pitch was that last one, a slider right on the outside corner. Just a perfect pitch from Medina. We'll take a look at this slider.
One away here in the 8th. There's Jason Worth. Good battle coming up here. Worth 1 for 3. First inning double, a ground out to short and a strikeout.
Good fastball, 96 miles an hour.
I think it exploded too, didn't it?
His fastball this year had some good run on it too, just right in on the right-hander's hands. And really get in there and jam some guys.
That is playable. Zanino Morales makes the play.
Did a good job to find the railing. Not an easy play in the daytime, and he gets over there, sees where the ball is at. Does the right thing too, runs to a spot right away, and now you can see him calling off Zanino.
Good appeal by Mike to get out of the way. And they're going to put the big shift on here for Adam LaRoche. 2 outs, nobody on. 8th inning, Mariners up a run. Dustin Ackley's driven in all 4 in successive at bats. 3rd inning. RBI single to center, and he cranked a 2-0 pitch off of Tanner Roark for a 3-run homer in the 5th, giving the Mariners a 3-0 lead. This after Washington hit 3 home runs. 3 home runs. Harper in the 2nd, Shearholtz in the 3rd, Harper again in the 4th. 10 home runs hit by the Nationals here in this series. The 0-1 2-1. Tell you what, it's a different Medina today. He is not messing around. Hey, I got good stuff. I'm using it.
Yeah, he's throwing hard, and he can tell that he is, and that's why he's using his fastball. That last fastball again at 96 miles an hour at the top of the strike zone.
Shift on against LaRoche. 0-2 pitch. 1-2.
Kyle Seager on the right side of the infield. It's normal for the Mariners when they put the shift on. Kyle will go to the right side of the infield. Brad Miller still at the shortstop position.
Kansas City and Cleveland coming up later on. Pay attention to the wild card chase. Angels just went final 8-1 over Oakland. That's 6 consecutive wins for the Angels as they sweep the A's. Mariners have a chance to pick up a full game on Oakland. With 3 games coming up. And boy, do they get bigger by the minute.
Well, after today, just 27 games left.
Buckle up, boys.
Yep.
September tomorrow. September 1. Here's the 1-2 pitch. There he go. Did not as they check with Corey Blazer. 2-2.
Another good fastball. Starts it on the outside corner. It runs off the plate away, and he almost gets LaRoche to chase it. Corey Blazer said he did not swing.
Two outs and a 2-2 count to LaRoche. Pitch from Medina. Heavy fastball running away at 96, full count. And Desmond's on deck. Here's Woodward. You can only see the top of Lloyd McClendon's hat back after the wedding of his daughter back in Indiana the last couple of nights. Medina trying to close it out. 3-2 to LaRoche. Breaking ball missed.
Good slider and did not miss by much. Just off the inside corner.
Good looking pitch. What an eye by LaRoche.
Take a look at this slider. It'll end up down and in. Tried to get him to chase it. He didn't, but still a good pitch. Zunino trying to frame it for Jim Joyce, but did not get the call.
Just the second walk by Mariner pitching today. In fact, just the second walk in a ball game. Tag runs aboard. Here's Ian Desmond. 0 for 3. Got Harper on deck. Desmond. Strikeout, pop up, and a ground out. Missing with the breaking ball. 2-0.
Because of Desmond's power, a couple of sliders off the plate away. Want to keep the ball away from him. 22 home runs on the year.
2-0 pitch.
Good fastball again.
2-1.
We'll take another look at it. 95 miles an hour running in on the hands of Desmond. So difficult to catch up to the fastball when it's at the top of the strike zone like that, especially with the velocity that Medina throws it at. 95, 96 miles an hour.
2-1. Almost hit him. 3 balls, 1 strike. Desmond representing the go-ahead run here in the 8th inning with 2 outs and a man aboard. 3-1. Much needed strike at 3-2. Mariner fans hoping for an out, not picky whether it's a strikeout or pop out. Just get the out. LaRoche will be on the move on this 3-2 pitch. And Morales on the same page. Morales is going to back off, covering it first. 3-2 pitch from Medina. Runner goes. Strike three call. That'll do it for the Nationals in the 8th. Coming up for the Mariners in the home 8th, it'll be Morales, Seager, and Denarfia. The Mariners by 1. Seattle Mariners baseball here on Root Sports, being brought to you by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. By Silver Reef Casino, I-5, exit 260, 4 minutes west. And by Money Tree, proud to make a donation to Mariners Care for every Mariners win. Like the sound of that, the Mariners lead right now, heading to the home 8th, 4-3. It'll be Kendrys Morales, Kyle Seager, Chris Denorfia. It's veteran left-hander Jerry Blevins. Jerry came on to get the final 2 outs of the 7th inning.
And I like the sound of some insurance runs.
Man,
I don't care. Yeah, I don't care either. As Rodney gets loose in the pen.
I was going to say, I don't care what company you participate with. Just get a few.
Exactly right. There's Fernando.
On to Morales. Swinging right-handed, first time today. Morales 2 for 11 against Blevins. Congratulate Joe Biden. Will reach the milestone yesterday.
That's right.
Officially crossed 10 years of big league service. Now, I'm told he's now eligible for the Hall of Fame. Yes, indeed. Gotta have 10 years. He's been a really good reliever for the Mariners this year. Outstanding. Reunited with Lloyd McClendon. They were together in Pittsburgh. And if he's not the captain of the all-beard team, I know he's got a thicker one. Probably see a few of them tomorrow with the A's. Hang hanging breaking ball hit foul.
Hanging breaking ball is right. It was just spinning in the middle of the plate. Took a lot off of it, just 73 miles an hour, and Morales out in front of it. You see him shaking his head.
Single at ground out, bounced into a double play today for Kendris. 2-2 pitch. All the way. Evans ready with the 2-2. Extra ball 3.
Good job laying off for that changeup. He's throwing him a number of changeups, and this will be the 9th pitch of the at-bat.
(3-2) to Kendris. Leadoff man's aboard. Let's check in with Angie Mente.
Guys, we're just thrilled that everybody's choosing to spend their Labor Day weekend with us. And right now we have our AT&T fan photo of the game. Remember to tweet your photos to hashtag Mariners fan photo for a chance to have it shown in an upcoming broadcast. And Patrick sent this photo in with the caption, "Ready for a foul ball." And in the meantime, one from the team store, it works out just fine. Guys, back upstairs too.
All right, Angie, thank you very much. No surprise, James Jones pinch running for Kendris Morales here in the bottom of the 8th inning.
Would not be surprised if he tries to steal a base.
He's 20 out of 21 during his time here in the Bigs. Pitching coach Steve McCaddy out for a conversation. Boy, here's a good right-hander. Athletics, early Yankees in athletics, late 70s, early 80s. Make sure you stay tuned. The Mariners post-game show presented by Delta Airlines coming up next. Kyle Seager with a man aboard here in the 8th inning. Nobody out. Seager 2 for 11 against Blevins. Guided, yep. Coming in is Sherholtz to make the play.
You said it earlier, wanting a pitch back. Kyle would love to have that one back. Had good timing on the fastball. It was up, middle in for him. You could see him rip those gloves off. Good pitch for him to hit, and he just missed it.
Chris DeNorfield.
Matt Williams coming out.
They're going to come get Blevins. They'll bring a right-hander in. So the Mariners with a 1-run lead. Fast runner James Jones pinch running from Morales at first. One away here in the 8th. And we shall return.
to go here in the finale between the Mariners and the Nationals. That would mean that the Mariners would take the finale, and it's been a good day so far in our Delta Airlines keep climbing wild card standings. The Detroit Tigers lost today. Cleveland Indians coming up in a little bit against the Kansas City Royals. And Yankees with a tough day at the office as well. But right now, Seattle Mariners just one game back of those Detroit Tigers. Guys?
Angie, thank you so much. Boy, the opportunity is here for the Mariners as we get ready to start the month of September. Greg Stammen to face Chris Denorfia.
It should make it a little bit easier for Jones to steal if he wants, now that the right-hander's on the mound. Matt Williams taking the lefty. Blevins out of the game.
Denorfia 1 for 6 against Stammen. Jones, great break. Oh, and time was called. Oh, man.
He had a great jump.
Oh.
I'll take a look at it. And you can see it. Good break. Had a step.
Let's see him say timeout, Jim Joyce. Couple strikeouts and a flyout today for Chris. Look at Stammen's numbers. If Denorfia was aware that Jonesy was going to be taken off?
I don't think so. I think Jones has the green light, so he can pick the pitch that he wants to run on. A lot of the times you see the third base coach will give the steal sign, then the hitter will know. But I think in the case of Jones, he's allowed to run when he wants to, and I doubt that he knew that he was taking off on that particular pitch.
1-1.
Almost caught him leaning. Quick tag by LaRoche at first. He's a good first baseman.
James Jones in his time up here in the majors this season, been back and forth to Tacoma. 20 out of 21. Great lead. 1-1 pitch. Back with a dive.
You hear the fans booing, but a lot of the time that throw over to first base comes from the dugout. They will tell the catcher to put the sign on, and the catcher will let the pitcher know that the manager wants you to throw over to first again.
1-1 pitch. Jones runs. Throw, no throw. Stolen base. James Jones, big one. 21st of the year.
They can really make a difference for this club as we move into the last month of the season. And the biggest reason why is this right here. He's not only fast, he's a good base runner. He knows how to steal bases. As David mentioned, he is now 21 out of 22. Tremendous acceleration, too.
That is an authentic money bag here in the 8th inning.
You bet.
1-2 to Denorfia. Tough day for Chris. Strikes out for the 3rd time. He's 0 for 4. 2 away here in the 8th.
Mariners 3 for 7 with runners in scoring position this afternoon. Take a look at this last pitch.
Stammen thought that was the 3rd out.
Well, he has some work to do. We'll see if Matt Williams wants to pitch to Endy Chavez. Mike Zunino waiting on deck. What kind of matchup he wants, and it looks like that they will. Endy 0 for 3 today.
First time he's facing Stammen. Jones thought about it and skimpers back. Jose Lobaton is the catcher now. Fernando Rodney ready to come in and do his ninth inning work. Thirty-year-old Craig Stammen on the mound. The 1-0 pitch.
I'm not saying he went.
Checked down to Corey Blazer, so he did go 1-1.
Let's take a look at it. Change up in the dirt. Yeah, I think that's too far.
Pitch. Runner goes to third. Throw to third. Jonesy's in there safely.
He's something. He is fun to watch. The thing that was interesting to me about this is you see him head first dive into third. Is the shortstop came in behind him, Desmond. And the minute that he walked away, Jones got an even bigger lead than he had before, and I think that's why he decided to steal third. Already in scoring position, if you're going to steal third, you have to know you're going to make it, and I think that's the biggest reason why.
Swanee, 2 stolen bases. India, 2-1 count. Runner at third. Pitch. Swing and a miss. 2-2.
So you'll take a look at it, and Desmond will come in behind him. Try to shorten him up, in which he will go back, and then he hears the third base coach Donnelly tell him that it's okay, and I think once he realizes he isn't close, you can see the jump. He wasn't worried about anybody holding him there, and that's the reason why he took off.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Runner at third. Indy line drive. Base hit to the gap. Right center field. Indy Chavez gets it done again in a late inning situation. An RBI double. 5-3 Mariners. Andy Chavez, what an 18-hour period for him. Oh, baby. Ninth inning, he got a 2-out knock. Drives in a run here this afternoon.
He always seems to do something, make a play, get a bunt down, drive in a run. Had a pinch hit, base hit last night, and now he drives us into the gap, double. Jones just walked home, and an insurance run for the Mariners.
11th RBI for India's 20th run batted in.
And the Mariners 4 for 8 now with runners in scoring position. So a better day for them with runners in scoring position.
Zunino 0 for 3. Two stolen bases by Jones, a 2-out RBI double by Chavez. 2-run cushion. Zunino behind 0-2. Grundy turning it up in the bullpen now. Got an 0-2 pitch here to Mike Z. Zunino hits it hard, but a nice snag by Ian Desmond. A run on a hit, no errors, a man left. Turn your caps to 10 o'clock. It's Fernando Rodney time. 5-3 Mariners. Bryce Harper got it started in the second inning. Solo blast, and then Nate Scherholz put Washington ahead 2-0. Harper in the fourth, so 3 successive innings, home runs. But here's the big one for the Mariners: a 3-run jack by Ackley puts them ahead 4-3, and then Andy Chavez in the 8th inning, an RBI double for a 2-run cushion here as Fernando Rodney takes over, looking to close it out and get the Mariners a win in this series. Logan Morrison takes over at first.
Give you a good look into September what Jones can do for this club.
Oh my goodness.
A couple of stolen bases, but Rodney will take over his 58th appearance, looking for his 39th save on the year, a 2.32 ERA, 62 strikeouts and 54 1/3. Opponents hitting .235. Good fastball. He'll be anywhere from 93 to 97 miles an hour, and of course the great changeup around 80.
Well, he's got Harper, Lobaton, and Cabrera, 6, 7, and 8 coming up. Dustin Ackley drove in 4 runs, and Andy Chavez added another. It's a much needed output offensively for the Mariners. Rodney with 38 saves, second only to Greg Holland of Kansas City, who's got 40. All right, here we go. Crowd of 26,221 on hand here at Safeco Field. Strike one. Harper, 2 home runs today, 3 homers in the series. Rodney been on a nice roll, converting 27 of his last 28 save opportunities.
Good changeup.
0-2. Dustin Ackley, what a day. RBI single in the third, a 3-run homer in the fifth to give the Mariners the lead. And then the old pro himself, Andy Chavez, with an insurance tally in the 8th. 0-2 to Harper. Ground ball, Cano can't get it, base hit.
Good fastball at 97 miles an hour at the bottom of the strike zone. Rodney would take a ground ball. Unfortunately, it wasn't at Cano, not able to reach it on the backhand. Just out of his reach. Actually gets a little piece of it. That'll be a base hit.
Brings up Jose Lobaton for the first time today. Entered the game in the 7th inning after Ramos was pinch run for. Lobaton in yesterday's game, he was dangerous. 3 out of 4. 3 for 4 with a run scored. Switch hitter.
Better changeup at the bottom of the strike zone. Rodney's not trying to nibble on the corners. That changeup after he throws the fastball at 95, 97 miles an hour. Deception of the changeup is what he's trying to get you out with.
Center field, here comes Jackson. Got a good jump on it. He's there to make the catch. One away.
Good read and a good break by Jackson in center field. How many times hit her with a big swing when they hit it off the end of the bat? It will fool the outfielders, but it was well played by Jackson.
Here's Asdrubal Cabrera. And Austin, good read. So 1 out. Harper at first, pretty good speed. Cabrera the hitter, who's 5 for 16 career against Fernando Rodney. Bouncing ball, Cano gets that. He'll get the 1 out at first base. So 2 down. Harper to second base.
May have had an outside chance of turning a double play, but the ball hit on the cut of the grass and went flat on Robinson Cano. And then he had to reach down a little bit further, and he makes the right play, the smart play. You can see just go flat on him. A little bigger hop, he might have been able to make the turn. But once it hits the cut of the grass, he decided to get the out, and that's a good play. You can see that ball should have bounced higher, and it didn't.
Nate Scherholtz, the hitter. 1 for 3 with a home run, third inning. It represents a tying run. Rodney's got 2 outs. Harper at second. Fernando deals. Up high for ball 1. Straight away and deep in the outfield for Scherholtz. 1-0. Bounce down to Morrison. This is going to do it. Mariners win the ball game. They end a 3-game losing streak. Salvage a game in this series. Shoot that arrow in the sky. And a good start for this road trip that begins tomorrow in Oakland. They beat the Washington Nationals 5-3. Rodney only needed 8 pitches.
Dustin Ackley, what a way to cap a good month for him. He'd already had 5 home runs and 20 RBIs coming into the game. His 6th home run of the month, 24 RBIs in the month. What a great month for Dustin Ackley as he hits us in the 2 spot for the Mariners. And Lloyd McClendon, welcome back. Congratulations and welcome back, Lloyd.
Welcome back indeed, Skip. Good to have you back here with the boys. 5-3, ending a 3-game losing streak. Like the sound of that. Oakland next stop. Right now, Brett Adams, Mariners postgame.
Well, Dave, thank you very much. Oh, it's nice to see the smiles on the field. The high-five celebration. The Mariners take the finale here against the Nationals. Boy, 5-3, and thank goodness for Dustin Ackley and that big 3-run home run. Let's take a look at how the Mariners got this one today, breaking that 11-game skid against the Nationals. Our Bruce Titus Automotive Group game summary, 2nd inning. Bryce Harper, oh my goodness. This one could be the farthest ball hit at Safeco this year. Off the Hit It Here Cafe, denting those windows. That was absolutely obliterated off Akuma, and they were not done with the long ball. Scherholtz, this time again off Kuma. That was number 7 in dead center field. Jackson running into the wall out of real estate. The Nationals banged 10 home runs this series, one off the record here for a 3-game set at Safeco Field. Dustin Ackley, shortstop covering second, finds a hole, RBI single, then Harper again. Kuma allows 3 solo shots. Harper's 5th multi-homer game. He has 10 on the year. But here it is, Ackley, 1 swing of the bat. Oh, as good as 3 solo home runs. His 11th home run. Give the Mariners a 4-3 lead. They would win it 5-3. Dustin Ackley tying a career high with 4 RBIs today. And the hero standing by right now with Jem Mueller.
Well, Dustin was just watching that home run as you were showing the highlight. We'll talk about that in just a second. But first, it was Brad Miller and Austin Jackson, both on base for all of your RBI there. In the 3rd inning, Brad is kind of distracting the second baseman shortstop. Did that lead to where that hit went as you pulled it through the gap?
I think so. I think Austin stole on the 1 pitch, and he made the shortstop cover, which was huge. I mean, any other time that would have been a routine double play. But, yeah, those guys had huge games. I mean, they're the reason we won this. They got it started for us, and we're able to start the rallies.
Your home run comes on a 2-0 count, so you have a little wiggle room. You just saw the highlight, and you nodded your head. What was going through there on that at-bat?
I mean, just to give the team a lead right there was huge. I knew with the way Iwakuma was throwing there late and our bullpen coming in, we were going to have a good shot to win the game. And, I mean, it was a big relief. I mean, this has been a tough homestand for us, but I think that's a big spark going on the road.
Last night you talked about how it's hard to put tough games behind you when there's not that many left. How about enjoying games like this when you know you're in the stretch?
Yeah, that's huge. I think just anytime we're able to win games like this, going on the road, I think it's a big confidence booster. I think our team needed this offensively just to throw out some runs and get things going for us, and I think our pitching's always going to be there.
It certainly is. Ackley with back-to-back home runs, Brad, and last night and tonight, 11 now on the season.
Jem, thank you. It was the timing, and that was so spectacular for Ackley here today. Again, tying a career high with 4 RBIs. He now has 60 RBIs on the year, just extending his career high. So Ackley getting it down the Mariners, again avoiding that sweep. And now get on the road, as Dustin said, ready to take on the Oakland A's, who are reeling in the West. We'll talk about the West, the A's, the Angels, all coming up here on the post-game show. But right now, let's bring in a good friend Mike Blowers up in the booth. You saw Ackley's home run. You've seen it, Mike, all month long.
Yeah.
His August has been outstanding, and you can kind of say he's carrying the team a little bit offensively this month.
Well, it's interesting how it goes sometimes for hitters. And for Dustin, he had a good second half last year. And this started in July. He started to get a bunch of hits in July, gaining some confidence. And now that he's rolled into August, he's not only getting hits, but he's driving the ball. You can see 13 extra base hits, 6 home runs, 24 RBIs, slugging .533. And that's hitting in the number 2 spot. He has really been something. Take a look at last night against Strasburg when nobody could touch him. He turns around a really good fastball, 97 miles an hour, hits it into the seats in right field. So he's making adjustments. He's always had the quick hands. And then today, count in his favor, understanding the situation, takes a shot at it, and a 3-run homer. That home run gives the Mariners the lead, but he's really been doing an excellent job of hitting the ball hard and now driving the baseball. So this is something that's been going on for a couple of months. For me, the player of the month for the Mariners is Dustin Ackley with 6 home runs and the 24 ribbies.
Yeah, going to get done, as you said, batting in that second spot. All right, more from you later, buddy. We've got the keys to come as we lean again on Mr. Blowers for the post-game show. And it'll be a good post-game show. Well, they're all good, but it'll be more fun because the Mariners picked up a much-needed win to go to 2-4 on this homestand just completed. Now